Hey there shooters, Marcus Hom here again with another short review or test, and this one's really spawned because of all of the travel that I do with my precision rifle, and I don't really feel comfortable or I don't enjoy leaving my $3,000 optic on top of my rifle when I fly, and if I have the opportunity I'll take it off and let it ride in the cab of the plane with me. So I wanted to test the repeatability of the scope mount that I'm using, and my scope mount is the BOBRO, and it's the low profile in 34mm, and I chose BOBRO because they have a reputation for being the most repeatable mounts on the market. So what I did is I shot 5 rounds and I broke my position each time and simulated taking the scope off and putting it back on. And I just did that so the comparison is as apples to apples as possible. I didn't really want to shoot a 5-round group where I'm not breaking position, I'm keeping good cheek weld, because that really would help accuracy. So I broke position, simulated taking the scope off and putting it back on, and then I also shot a 5-shot group where after each shot I actually did take the scope completely off and then gave it a forward bias and then put it back on, clamped it down. And the results that you'll see are what I got from shooting that on, off, and then also just that control group with the first 5 rounds. So as you guys could see in the footage, I had kind of unexpected result, and that was my group where I took the scope off and put it back on after each shot actually was tighter than my control group, and I'll just chalk that up to shooter error. Realistically, I call myself a half-minute shooter any given day, so the control group might have been just slightly larger than my average, and then I just shot a slightly better group with taking it off and putting it back on. But any way you slice it, the repeatability of that scope mount is just phenomenal. And I'll roll in some B-roll with the plotting from Ballistic X, and you can actually see how far away from the point of aim I was with each group, and you can see the difference is less than 1/10 of a mil. So I really couldn't even adjust that on my scope to account for any kind of shift that I had from taking that off and putting it back on. I would like to mention that I used very quality components for the test. The barrel that I was using was Lothar Walther. They make some really great prefits, and of course the action was the nucleus action, which I've already done a review on. You can go back and look for that video. And then the ammunition was Berger's new ammunition, and that's I think new this year. They've got their 6.5 Creedmoor loaded with Lapua brass, and they're using the Berger 130 grain open tip match bullets. So like I said, I had really good components, so I believe I milked as much accuracy out of that platform as I could have, and it really showcased how well that BOBRO mount came back to zero. So go ahead and check out any of those companies, because like I said, they're all making quality products. Also, if you like this video, please don't forget to do the old like, share, and subscribe, and keep tuned to Precision Rifle Network to see what we come out with next.